Welcome to another episode of Remap Radio. I'm your host, Rob Zachney, and this is episode 104, 105, 106.
That's a good bet.
107? We 107? 108?
No.
105? 106?
Robson's like an auctioneer. Can I get a 110? Can I get 110? Can I get
Pick a
110?
number between 1 and... all
It
right,
is
so
109.
109 for September 12th, 2025. We are joined by Chia Contreras,
Hello.
Patrick Klepek,
Hi.
and Janet Garcia.
You're doing great, sweetie.
That's what I love to hear. And if you want to keep me doing great, we are a listener and reader-supported show and website. If you enjoy Remap Radio and wish to become a supporter, you can learn more at remapradio.com/sign-up, or just click the orange button in the upper right corner of the website. Our subscribers let us keep doing the shows, the streams, the articles that define Remap. So yes, I'm in a new place, as Janet pointed out at the top of the show. I'm in
square.
a new little square. It's not very photogenic right now. There appears to be a big cardboard box, a bed frame.
It's
stood on
giving like
ends.
narrative indie game where it's like, yeah, like a new chapter. Like, you know?
That's true. You know, it's
It's
I'm
environmental
playing,
storytelling, Rob. This is like incredibly immersive for the video version of the podcast.
I am playing a really shitty version of Unpacking. Like that. You know what? Like I was like, what a charming little game, and I'm like, that game's bullshit. That
That's
can't,
not
like-
real. That's not real.
No, that's not.
That's
Oh,
not how that
little cute
happens.
little things packed up, belonging together, and you put them all in the same space. That's not how life is.
Isn't that just the cozy genre in general? Is just doing a bunch of things that actually suck in real life? Like, who wants to be a farmer?
That's true.
That's a
Wow.
good point. That's
Wow.
Cozy is just deception. It's just.
Oh my
it's
God,
just
what-
aesthetic.
Patrick, get in the CMS
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Get in the CMS right now.
Oh,
If you're
the heart
in
of the
the
blogger
CMS,
never
stay in
dies.
the
The heart of the
CMS.
blogger never dies. I need to see the quote tweets of people upset at me.
I'm like, oh my God. This angle's really good. Move that on the Trello board for my ideas to in progress. Because
and then in 2 weeks, it's like, so is this still in progress? No. All right, move that off the Trello board into the maybe revisit Trello board column.
hell yeah.
Maybe come back to this.
In my mind, it's just columns, baby. That's all I see.
So yeah, I'm set up. It's a very temporary setup. I have played like jack shit because I've not really had any time to play games, and a good portion of yesterday was spent fighting with Verizon. I got awesome new fiber internet, but I also got an ISP that I really thought it was going to be like, all right, Comcast, time to get some justice. Like, now there's competition. No way someone can be worse than you. Someone can be worse than Comcast.
Wait.
Ver-
what?
Verizon makes you run an AI gauntlet to speak to anyone about anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
like on
Comcast was
customer
the
exact
service.
same way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
extremely good at, you're like, my internet is like, it died in the middle of the F1 recording yesterday, just completely cratered. Didn't come back. And calling Verizon, it's like, I need to, the service is down. Like, you need to come look at this. And the AI just starts like, well, let's try these troubleshooting steps. And it's all the standard stuff. And eventually you get to talk to a person, by which point, you know, like 30 minutes later, the internet has come back on. No, well, I just don't see the problem. So you kind of have to call us when you're having the issue for us to like see what's going on.
Oh,
Oh yeah, dude, it's bad. Like that shit did not fly. To be clear, they are sending a truck at some point this week. But just FYI, if I go down, maybe don't expect me to come back right away. Like, normally I'd be like, just keep going, I'll be back in a minute. But yesterday I was like, I'm just dead as a doornail.
You should just get the internet fixed. Just keep that bit going. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm out.
Oh,
Like,
that damn Verizon connection. Oh man.
No one's gonna question whether Verizon would be a shady company, and you could just lean right into that one. Like, whoops, sorry, I did the intro. I can let me know how the podcast goes. You know,
and then
That's how-
boom,
you know-
secret nap.
That's how we
Who's
can
gonna
handle
know?
when we have our rematch team going.
Oh my God.
God.
I will just like
I
disconnect.
thought today was going to be a good day today, Rob. Why would you bring this up?
We'll just disconnect. I'll just disconnect and it'll like so. I guess in that case, like my ELO would be safe, right?
No, that's
Yeah,
not,
that's how it works. You just connect. They can't hold that against you. That's an act of God. I didn't lose that
They
match.
absolutely
I just
games absolutely hold that against you these days. They're like, well, you shouldn't be getting into ranked matches if you know you have spotty internet because you're gonna ruin the game for everyone else.
that seems extremely prejudicial.
Yeah,
That seems unfair.
it sucks, but it's true.
That
Rob,
is-
this is unfortunately the world we live in.
Yeah, 100%.
People can just stereotype you and hold against you the fact that you have like a shaky internet connection. That's classist as fuck.
Go back to
Yeah.
dial-up.
We can't.
Buddy.
That's real.
We can't all be like.
every time Rob loses the disconnect, we have to just make the baud modem sound.
Sorry guys. My mom picked up the phone.
The worst was like I remember I had to download. I downloaded iTunes onto the family computer off the dial-up internet, and genuinely, it took the entire day. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
sitting there watching it download the entire day. And man, my mom was pissed. She didn't use the phone the whole day. I'm like, it's just taking a really long time. I'm like, if you just give me this time, I had all my CDs to like slowly upload into iTunes. Like,
Wait,
yeah.
you were uploading? Hang on. Okay.
Yeah, they
you
put
were,
them in-
sorry, you were transferring them on the disc, but you're saying just
Yeah, you put them in
downloading
the disc.
iTunes. The
Yeah, but
client
the
took
app-
all day.
Yeah, the client. Yes, the client took literally, no joke, like 8 hours at least. I mean, me and my brother used to watch YouTube videos where we'd have to prep them 45 minutes in advance, and then sometimes we would be like, we'd click on it and be like, actually, this is the video I wanted, and then boom, you run the whole process back.
You were in the YouTube area on dial-up. What was the speed? Do you remember?
I don't know. I have no idea. It wasn't good.
Well, and remember there were the speeds
And
your
these YouTube
modem
videos
could,
were short.
could do, but they couldn't. Like it was like, oh, you got a 56K modem. That's great. It didn't make the copper in the phone line any better.
Above that, it was 56. Then ISDN was 128. Right? I think that was like about where you capped out on dial-up. At least that's my. We went to 56 and then jumped to cable at some point when I was a kid, but I don't remember beyond that. My first piracy was on dial-up, and that was back when you'd have to download multi-part RAR files, right? Like Hexen, like part 1, Hexen part 2. I was
Right.
downloading just like shooters that I couldn't afford past the shareware stuff, and I'd be so mad when like my mom would pick it up and it's like Hexen Part 3 is corrupted, and that was eventually Rob, Chia. Maybe this is beyond you, but definitely of Rob's era. Do you remember? It was called like download managers, but like they would allow you to resume interrupted.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm like, so Napster originally didn't have this, but like I think Kazaa and LimeWire did. And
Kazaa,
so
it was called a Kazaa.
I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I don't know.
Kazaa?
I'm
Kazaa.
like this. If this is like a regional
Kazaa.
dialect.
Kazaa, yeah.
Either
Way, those
Tomato,
would like
tomato.
resume downloads, and I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this is a whole new world.
Yes, but I had like a specific dial-up manager for my like 11-year-old piracy that I was doing off of originally CompuServe and then AOL.
I basically just stopped sleeping to an extent, because like what I would do is like I'd wait for everyone to go to bed, and then I'd sneak downstairs to the computer, and I
Same.
would begin my downloads.
Yes.
Then it's like, but some of these songs are going to be done so soon, so I will just wait the 45 minutes for these songs, and then I can listen to the songs.
Yeah.
But
You're the
then
night downloader.
we will have more room for more songs to be downloaded, so I can add those. So I got to stay up. Okay, I'll stay up to babysit these various downloads.
Basically, we
until,
were
like,
all
4 in
working
the morning.
shifts in IT as children.
Yeah, I was pulling as a third shift, tending my download garden.
Yeah.
Could anyone hear the dial-up
That
go?
Ooh, that should be like a cozy game. You're just downloading files. That could be like a good idle game or something, maybe.
Yeah,
Where
it's
it's
like
like-
old file sharing app, Idle. Clicker.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like I maxed out the stuff on my iPod Classic. I miss my iPod Classic. 80 gigs might as well have been 52 terabytes to me back then.
I never figured out. I never figured out the option on our computer that like our like during the dial-up era. I couldn't figure out how to turn the fucking sound off.
I didn't know that till I was well into my 20s. I think that was like a Brad Shoemaker revelation. It's was like you could just like go into the like the BIOS settings or something, or maybe it was in the Windows settings and turned that off. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? It's like, oh yeah, that noise was just to tell you it was working. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
That thing? But that's like, again, that's our culture. That's our time.is. Why would I turn that off?
I remember, like, so once the computer was in the basement, I didn't care about it because nobody could hear that
That's
from elsewhere in the
true.
house. But when it was in the office bedroom, like near my parents' bedroom,
Back when we had culture in
I
our
would
furniture. You remember
I
like
would
the
be
the
computer,
like
the computer desk.
The computer
yes!
desk, yeah. Yeah,
It used to
now
be a
it's just
society.
something from Uplift. And it's like, I
Costs-
can't even, there's
costs
not even
5
a
times
CD
as much.
slot holder, you know? Like,
Well, and like Uplift doesn't know about a beefy computer tower. Uplift is like, who needs a computer case that's big? And it's
I
like
will say,
people who buy Uplifts.
Wow.
that's also true. It's like there's no, I have my PC.
They're buying MacBook Airs.
I have my PC like sitting almost on the floor. It's like on like a shoe cooling rack or some drying rack, just kind of like slightly hovering above the dirt. Nothing got dustier than that computer desk though, and it was like impossible to clean. You had to like disfigure like a feather duster to like get in those crevices.
The computer, I don't know. The computer desk I remember being like a pretty durable, like laminate piece of furniture. Now, admittedly, the computer generated dust bunnies. Like over time, it would slowly like pull dust bunnies toward like its corner of the house. But yeah, I remember the computer. Now the question is, did you clean the computer desk?
No.
No.
I mean, it
didn't
wasn't
either.
like cleaning it, you know, as a kid, but I'm sure I like maybe wiped some of the dust off at certain points. 'Cause
You
it's
know,
like,
at
all
that
right,
point,
I
you
have
so
my
many
limits.
manuals that you could just like. There's so many documents associated with owning a computer and these big, thick manuals. You could just cover it up. Just that civilization manual alone was like an encyclopedia on my desk.
I do remember having to basically smother the computer to stop the sound of the
Yes,
modem.
multiple
Like, I
blankets.
would be like, yep, like I'd be clutching it to my chest with a
I
pillow
do,
between
yeah.
me and it. And it's like, shh, don't.
When
if
it would
you-
reach that like, there's like a particular octave that would.
Bing,
Yeah,
bing.
that's
It's like, shut the fuck up.
don't rat me out, computer. Come on, we're in this together.
Yeah. So, and that is how badly we wanted our pirated songs and games. We were willing to do all this, and then you got to hang out with all your cool friends on AOL and IRC until
Hell yeah,
like 4 in the
ASL
morning.
baby. Like just out in these chat rooms.
Occasionally, you would like to cut someone's jib, and you'd be like, "I will message this person over Napster," and be like,
I don't
"Hey,
think I ever did that.
you got a good
I
library."
was like, in here, I thought we were bonding, but all right. Fuck me, I guess.
Well, you wanted somebody who you could right click, and they were sharing their
yeah.
library, like, and then you could like.
Mm.
I often found that where it's like I'd pull, some album that I was interested in or some song, and like, well, I learned a lot, like defined a lot of my early music taste. Well, it was like early Pitchfork combined with
Yeah.
but like Pitchfork would guide me to like pirating some music on Napster or LimeWire or something, and it was like if you right click on someone's directory and they were sharing it or sharing a specific music directory, like, wow, actually this person's taste is fucking who is this band? And I would end up going from there. But you get into the social networking game on Napster?
Not much, but just very occasionally. It was like, "Hey, could you leave your computer on for like a little? Like I've almost got like."
Oh, all right, okay, all right. This is still dial-up era. Like cable modem, it's all passively just on.
But in the dial-up era, it's like you need to. Sorry, like this Jethro Tull is not going to be done anytime soon. So could you stay online, my dude?
I need
Did
my
you-
flutes.
Did you get into IRC piracy with the bots?
No.
So in IRC, there'd be certain channels where you could go in. This is usually to acquire software more than music and movies, but you would have to have. There's a little bit of this in like the torrenting game, but like an upload-download ratio. Like you couldn't just be as they would say,
Right?
a leecher.
Yeah, you can't be a leecher. You got to be a seeder.
Yes. You have to go in and you have to not necessarily but like if you, similar to torrent, like if you download something, like offer it up, but like it or contribute to the community in some way. So I never wanted to be a seeder. I always wanted to just be a leecher, and so never got into the IRC game because I would just get kicked out of the channels when I would hit my quota. It's like you downloaded 9 things and didn't upload anything. Well, all right, I'll go to Dalnet instead of Fnet and see if I can find something going on there.
Yeah, that is the like. It's I'm sorry, I just don't have, especially in college. It's like I can't be a seater. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
My college IT department will figure out what I'm up to, and they get angry notices from like the record company,
Right,
So,
because they get the copyright notice, and then that gets passed on to you. And I was in college at the height of some of this, so there were tiers of like a three-strike policy, like or something like that, which like you will get in not legal trouble, but like we're gonna call your parents if you get like a second copyright notice, sort of thing.
Yeah, so I got in trouble because I was like, I have to share with people my complete collection of The West Wing, seasons 1 through 4. Like I can't just take; I have to share. Because I pulled from this community, and so I'm going to give back, like including these weird Dutch subtitle ones from the first 2 seasons. Sure, like those are from Dutch TV. Enjoy them,
bespoke, unique.
Yeah. I am trying to. I'm trying to give back.
Artisanal. Were these MKV files, Rob? That's probably pre-MKV, right? We're not pre-MP4, right? We're just MPEGs.
Oh God,
right?
Yeah,
MPEGs.
it was MPEGs.
Yeah,
it was MPEGs. Yeah. It was real. It was real nasty.
Yeah.
Like real blurry stuff.
But
wasn't
pre-VLC, right? We're doing like Windows Media Player.
Yep, Windows Media Player, or Real Player, because it was like, ooh, this seems kind of fancy. No, not good.
Gross.
Not good.
Gross.
But yeah, so like you get the school would get the takedown notice, and then you'd have to like go dark, and it's like I'm just living that leecher life. That is what I have to do. But it's understandable because the record companies, the publishers, they just wanted to make sure artists got paid. They were, obviously this was artists weren't doing well in the 90s. Like recording artists, it was lean times in the 1990s. But they got on piracy and they fixed all that. And so now like being a musician is one of the most lucrative things you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need to tour. You can just like you can make money passively from home with streaming royalties. Anyway,
In theory.
speaking of industries doing well, Patrick.